I guess. Because I understand Cecil's meant to be built up as a dislikable character. So don't get me wrong. I understand there's a lot of stuff he could be doing better. Because the way he handled a lot of the situations, I spoil you guys, but in episode like 2, he has this whole big issue with Mark, this big fight basically. And he could have handled that situation better. But the logic behind why he did everything he did, I personally completely agree with. I think Mark is a teenager still. He's 19, walking around with nukes for fists, and you gotta have a failsafe for that, especially after what happened with Omni-Man. I have no issue with Cecil putting something in his head to stop him if and when Mark goes out of control, because specifically, Mark is an unstable, somewhat hypocritical, just self-interested kid. He feels like, I think this is right, so this must be right. All the time. All the time. He makes himself judge, jury, executioner. And he decides, hey, I don't like this person because they hurt my friend. I want to see them rot or die. One of the two. And that's valid. That's understandable.
Let's not forget, he is a criminal who murdered people.
Again, I'm not saying that they didn't do something wrong, but my thing is, for Josh, what's his name? The smart guy.
Robot Man?
Huh? No, the villain, the one that Cecil Sinclair, that's his name. But for him, it's not like he's going to the local Starbucks, grabbing a drink, hanging out with his girlfriend, and everything. He's still locked up, but he's also building robots and doing something that would benefit the government.
That's completely speculatory. We haven't seen what Cecil has been doing. Sinclair. The only thing we've seen with Sinclair is that we've seen him actually working on the robots in I think the ending of season 2, or maybe the beginning of, no, I think it was the ending of season 2. We just see him working, and he looks pretty happy. I'm not gonna lie. He looks very much pampered. You're saying he's locked up, but he's not.
Because in season 2, towards the end, when they send the reanimates to attack Omni-Man and they get destroyed, we see Sinclair throw a little hissy fit, and Cecil basically says, hey, lock him back up. I don't see how you're saying he's not locked up. He 100% is.
So he could have been locked up, and then they took him out, gave him a job, and then he started throwing a hissy fit, and he was just like, all right, then you're going back to jail. Don't get me wrong. At some point, he was in jail. But to say that you for sure know that he was in jail the entire time while working on the reanimate, you do not know.
Bro, that's not the point I'm making. Sorry, last thing. The point I'm making is that Cecil had him working on the reanimates, and also he was still subjugated. It's not like he's a free man. I think that's very clearly shown.
Very much pampered.
But go ahead.
In AC, working on these reanimates.
I think, well, one thing, he did look happy, but he's doing what he loves. He wants to mess with robots. So he do love doing it. The way I feel about like Cecil is that he has like, he goes by any means to get something to happen. He's like, I will hold you if America or the world is okay. So I'll fuck your life up if for the greater good. Because the problem is with a lot of even characters like that, Batman, it happens a lot with Nick Fury. Is like
Amanda Waller?
Amanda Waller especially. Especially Amanda Waller.
She's a different case.
She's a different breed. Not gonna hold you.
I feel like once you go with any means to end, a lot of shit can fuck up and you're not telling people shit, and that's how issues arise. And I feel like that's why I'm having this battle now on this, because is it working? Is it right? You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. Right?
Exactly like Cecil said, you can either be the good